We go now to tragic developments out of Hawaii tonight. The wildfires in Maui have been declared the deadliest in the United States in more than a century, and the desperate search continues for missing loved ones.
Right now, we know the fires have killed at least 96 people. Emergency management officials say the death toll is expected to rise. Search crews continue to make their way through the town of Lahaina, which had a population of 13,000 people. Almost every building has been destroyed by the flames. Hawaii Governor Josh Green says 2,200 buildings were damaged or destroyed in West Maui. 86% of those were homes. And tonight, identifying those killed is still in the early stages as family members hold out hope for missing loved ones.
Now, the cause of the wildfires under investigation, but a lawsuit related to power lines on the island has already been filed. Gloria Pazminos in Maui with developments that are evolving by the hour.
Hope is really the most important thing that we need, and to be sensitive to those who have lost everything.
But hope is a high bar for many fire survivors, especially those with missing loved ones, watching as rescue and recovery teams sift through the ashes while remnants of the fires still burn.
Every day going back to help clean up and help put spot fires out, or it still seems like a nightmare that we're trying to wake up from.
Also rumors that the tragedy is becoming a morbid spectacle.
I heard there was a snorkeling boat looking at Lahaina town. Give them respect. People died here. Oh no!
Questions are growing over the outdoor warning sirens used for hurricanes and tsunamis, which were left silent as wildfires swept through.
The Attorney General has launched a review of what happened with those sirens and some of the other actions that were taken.
Some survivors were sent texts to phones without service. In the chaos of fleeing,
trees were falling and branches were starting on fire, power lines were falling down.
Those power lines the focus of a new class action suit filed against Hawaiian Electric, claiming the company failed to cut power as toppled energized lines ignited wildfires. Hawaiian Electric says it will cooperate with the review into exactly what happened. In Maui, I'm Gloria Pazminos reporting.
And again, officials have not yet determined what started the fire. Hawaiian Electric provides power to 95% of the state's residents, and it has not commented publicly on that lawsuit. And right now, you can help families affected by the wildfires in Maui by donating money.
We're teaming up with the American Red Cross, and Goldston Dart joins us now from their Situation Room in Sacramento. So Goldston, I know you've been there throughout the afternoon. How's it looking right now?
Well, I got to tell you, Andrea, the donations keep rolling in, which is, of course, expected. We think we have just a wonderful base of viewers here who always step up when disasters happen, whether it's in our own backyard or our neighbors in the Pacific Ocean. So I've got some numbers I want to share with you in just a minute, but I also want to share with you just the difficulty when it comes to logistics when you have the services and also the aid and you try to get it to people and how difficult that can be. Robin Friedman here with Red Cross talking a little bit about where the shelters are and where the help is needed. Tell us a little bit about, the difficulty of it all.
Sure. So our clients, the 16,000 people that have been burned out and or evacuated, are approximately 32-minute drive on a good day to get to the first place where there's sufficient sheltering capability for us in terms of hard stand buildings to have. So we've got 5 shelters in the greater area over here, of which about 1,200 clients are now staying in the shelters, inside and outside the shelters.
And we have people there too, right?
We do. We've sent about 300 folks from the American Red Cross are responding to that situation.
And people may be wondering what some of the shelters have in them. This is pretty typical of what you can find. Some cots with various hygiene products.
Exactly. The normal distribution is a cot for a client, two blankets, what we call a comfort kit, and aids for children, especially during their time of need.
Well, and speaking of donations, we have a very special guest here to introduce to you really quick. Mike Hackard with Hackard Law Group, donating $5,000 to the Red Cross. Appreciate that. And Mike, just tell us a little bit about where your heart was in all this.
Well, I think like a lot of people from our area, we spent a fair amount of time in Hawaii and in Maui and in Lahaina. I know we've had the family there so many times. So when this happened, I was impressed, first of all, that y'all were going to put on a special fundraiser for it. And we wanted to donate, and our hearts go out to the people there. Our hearts go out to all of you that are helping make this happen. And I do have, you and I talked a little bit, I do have a particular memory. When I'm over there, if it's a weekend, I like to go to church at one particular church that survived this. And I was just amazed it survived, because I looked and everything around it burned down. And some of the places around it, we'd spent some family time. So.
Well, I know you and a lot of other people look forward to the chance to get back there and visit again as soon as they can. But thank you so much for your donation. Hackard Law Group there, $5,000, bringing the total right now so far to $633,348. More than 3,500 donors. You can still donate. You can hit the QR code there with your phone. Also, you can text Hawaii to 90999, or you can call the number on your screen. We're going to be taking your donations till 11:30 tonight, but so far our viewers again have just shown how wonderful they are. So we'll send it back to you with that.
They really are, Golston. I know we've been out there all day long, and around 4 o'clock we had around 430,000. So to see that $200,000 jump in 2 hours is just incredible, and we know that those donations are just going to keep coming in. So we really appreciate our viewers for all of that. And there are, of course, 3 ways that you can donate. You can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. You can text Hawaii to 90999, or you can call 855-337-4483. We also have all of this information on our KCRA3 website with a link for you directing you to that page.